we are going to start with the complete lunar cycle. The lunar cycle is a repeating pattern of how the moon's appearance changes when viewed from Earth. It begins with the new moon, move through the waxing phases, reach the full moon, and then progress to the waning phases before returning to a new moon. This entire cycle takes about 29.5 days to complete.
The new moon occurs when the moon is positioned between the Earth and the Sun, making the side facing Earth completely dark. Because no sunlight reflects towards us, the moon becomes nearly invisible in the sky. This phase marks the beginnings of the lunar cycles and symbolizes renewal, new beginnings, and setting fresh intention. The waxing crescent appears just after the new moon. During this phase, the moon's illuminated portion gradually increases, symbolizing early growth and steady progress. It represents the beginning of a new intention, taking shape as the moon moves towards the first quarter and eventually the full moon. The first quarter moon occurs when half of the moon's visible surface is lit. This phase represents action and decision making, as plans made earlier in the cycle begins to take form. It marks a time for overcoming obstacles and committing to steady progress as the moon moves towards the waxing gibbous phase. The waxing gibbous phase appears after the first quarter, when more than half of the moon is illuminated and continues growing towards the full moon. This phase represents refinement and preparation, as goals are strengthened and adjusted before reaching their full potential. A full moon occurs when the moon's entire surface is illuminated, making it the brightest phase of the lunar cycles. It symbolizes completion, clarity, and the fulfillment of intentions. This phase also encourages reflection as the cycle moves towards its waning stage. The waning gibbous phase occurs after the full moon. When the illuminated portion of the moon slowly decreases, this phase symbolizes gratitude, evaluation, and sharing the wisdom gained during the cycle. It is a time to reflect on achievement, make improvement, and prepare for the coming closure as the moon moves towards the final stage of the cycle. The waning phase occurs after the full moon, when the illuminated portion of the moon decreases each night. This phase symbolizes release and reflection, and letting go of what no longer serves us. It is a time to evaluate progress, gain insight, and prepare for renewal as the lunar cycle moves towards the new moon. The waning crescent occurs just before the new moon, when only a small sliver of the moon remains illuminated. During the phase, the moon's light continues to fade as it approaches the end of the lunar cycle. It symbolizes release, rest, and reflection, preparing for renewal in the upcoming new moon. The waning crescent occurs just before the new moon, when only a small sliver of the moon remains illuminated. During the phase, the moon's light continues to fade as it approaches the end of the lunar cycle. It symbolizes release, rest, and reflection, preparing for renewal in the upcoming new moon. Here is the video animation how tides are formed. Tides are created mainly by the gravitational pull of the moon on Earth's ocean. The side of Earth facing the moon experiences a strong gravitational force, causing water to bulge outward and form a high tide. At the same time, another high tide occurs on the opposite side of Earth due to inertia as the planet and moon move together. As Earth rotates, different locations pass through this bulge, resulting in a regular cycle of high and low tides. The sun also influences tides, making them stronger during full and new moons and weaker during quarter phases. Then there is a solar eclipse. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly between the sun and earth, blocking some or all of the sunlight. This alignment casts a shadow on part of earth, causing the sun to appear partially or completely covered. Solar eclipse can only happen during the new moon phases, and they are visible from specific areas where the moon's shadow falls. A lunar eclipse occurs when Earth moves directly between the Sun and the Moon, causing Earth's shadow to fall on the Moon. This alignment can only happen during a full moon. When the Moon passes through Earth's shadow, it can appear darkened or take on a reddish color due to sunlight bending.